Hi, this is Eli Kranzberg at NAMM 2016, and I'm at the Melodyne booth with my old friend Carlo Libertini, and he's going to show us some of the new features on Melodyne 4, which is out now and looks fantastic.
Okay. Absolutely. Hi everyone, my name's Carlo, and let's kick some tires with Melodyne 4.
So what's new?
Well, there's a lot that's new. This is a long-awaited update for Melodyne 3, and a lot of people's most desired wish lists have finally come true. For example, one of the biggest ones is now we can have multi-track polyphonic waveform editing all within one editing page.
Very sweet.
Yeah, so to think about the fact that you can now have complex instruments like pianos, acoustic guitars, all being able to be edited at the same time with tracks that are monophonic, like a bass guitar or vocal tracks, all in one consecutive window. And you're able to see them all within the editing field here as pitches layered upon each other, so you can edit them as a group or as a whole. So the workflow has been drastically maximized.
What about for transferring all the tracks? Let's say you're working in Logic Pro, you got like 10 vocal tracks, you got 10 instances of Melodyne on each track, one on each track. How do you transfer them all and get them all to appear in one window?
Yeah, that's one of the best workflow advancements now, is that when you insert Melodyne on a track, as you add more tracks to utilize Melodyne, it's all being populated in a window like this. So now you don't have individual windows anymore. You have one congruent window referencing all those tracks. And when you activate those tracks and hit transfer, you're transferring them all at the same time.
Right.
So if you have a song that's 3 minutes long, for example, and 10 tracks, you don't have to wait 30 minutes.
That's fantastic.
It only takes 3 minutes.
Yeah, and I can see the advantage of that over, let's say, Flex Pitch, which is in Logic, is that you can see all of these all at once, edit them all together, and work with them strictly with the timing and pitch of all those tracks all in one sort of window.
Workflow is really important because time is money, and people also want to stay creative.
Absolutely.
So, waiting around or thinking about what to do sometimes can kill creation, for lack of better phrases. But another thing to keep in mind with Melodyne 4 is that the DNA engine, that one-of-a-kind power that Melodyne utilizes, is always being modified and refined. It's better than ever. And what that means is, yes, you were getting the best always, but now there's more attention to detail, like the decay of notes,
right?
Which was something really important. If you look up here at the algorithms, you can see that they've added a couple of new algorithms for that reason. So yes, if you're working with percussive material, melodic, now as polyphonic, we have polyphonic sustain, which is ideal for tracing a lot of the length of long-held notes, and one called decay. That's great for a lot of staccato type analyzing as well. So yeah, and you can set default to automatic. Universal is really great. That's wonderful if you want to take let's say a stereo file, like a song or a track that's maybe recorded at 125, and you want to maybe boost it up to maybe 130. Using a algorithm like Universal is really ideal for stretching. Yeah, it's concentrated. It doesn't give you all the stuff that you don't need, and just focuses on the power of the elastic audio. So it's very powerful that way.
Now, if I'm understanding what we're looking at here, you got the multi-tracks here, and then you focus in on individual ones down there. Can you show us how you move? Let's say I want to view that one now.
That's a really great idea. So as you see here, I can select a track and select focus like that.
Very nice.
And by holding your control button down, depending on your operating system, you can now present layers of audio on top of itself.
Let's say I wanted to see those two together down there. Can we do that?
Yeah. So I'll select my main vocals, for example, and then I can start.
Nice. That is sweet.
I added the backing vocals. And there's also a feature where if I have my vocals, there's a gray icon here. That'll just give you a reference of the audio.
Very nice.
It's not editable, but it gives you a guideline.
And when you have two showing in here, can you edit them both together? Can you link them somehow so they're both edited together?
Yeah. For example, and the way to do that would be to select them both as a group, like so. Now, for example, I can go to my correct pitch macro and And
Very
now
nice.
I'm group editing the pitches, for example, which you, as you know and I know, that's a big time saver. And used with a lot of attention and listening, you can get some amazing results that way. And it also works with the timing macro too.
Right.
You know,
That's what I'm interested in. You got 2 backup vocals. You want to sort of trim them together, and that's nice.
Yeah, and you can still select a reference track, like any one of these tracks, to be the guide track.
Right.
And it'll quantize the timing. So, and that also works in the plugin. You know, a lot of people want to, do a lot of group audio editing. Let's use vocals again as an example, but it could be any instrument. Now, being able to time them to a reference track, both timing and pitch, I mean, what a time saver. How I like to do it is I'll probably usually do it in groups of 2, because if I timed all 10 at once, it could be fun. But I mean, just so you have a little bit more of a selective hearing. And another thing, here in the pane, we can now pan within Melodyne.
Nice.
Which is something nice also. So if I'm, let's say, wearing headphones or my monitors, I can send one in one speaker and another, so it's not always up the middle.
And this is working in the plug-in version within a DAW as well, or is this just in the studio
no, within
version?
the plugin, you would be able to pan using your
using the
master.
DAW, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
got it.
Yeah, but as a standalone, it gives you advantages of a host DAW.
Got it.
Like you would with the fader, the master,
Exactly,
solo, and the pan option.
This is obviously a huge update. Thanks a lot, Carlo. And just to make it clear for the viewers, there are 4 different versions. We have assistant, editor. What's the next one after editor?
There's editor, assistant editor. It's all online at celebrity.com.
Right.
And then there's studio.
Right.
Which Melodyne Studio 4, which would be the full-blown package.
Right.
But there are upgrade paths as well too.
That's great.
So if you do own it, Melodyne makes it really easy for you to take advantage of it without spending a lot of extra money.
Carlo, thank you very much for your time.
My pleasure.
Melodyne
Good to see
4,
you.
Zela Kranzberg, NAMM 2016.